We now have the OPPO Reno7 Pro, which follows the same principle 6 months later. Flat borders are the new trend in Android design, so that's what you'll see here. But other than that, the Reno7 Pro hasn't altered much. There are some little tweaks here and there, but at its core, it's still the Reno 6 Pro. If you want to know whether or not to buy the OPPO Reno7 Pro, then this review is for you. If you are a first timer, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to get updates on reviews like this. Now join me as I put you through all the specifications of the OPPO Reno7 Pro. First of all, let's discuss the design. When it comes to looks, most of OPPO's smartphones do well, and the Reno7 Pro is no exception. When it came to the Reno 6 Pro, the curved screen was seamlessly integrated with the curved back in the same way. This resulted in a phone that was both stylish and pleasant to hold. Even though the design isn't particularly original, OPPO has done an excellent job of ensuring that the phone looks and feels amazing. OPPO has nailed the flat edge design with the Reno7 Pro in my opinion, even though several OEMs have done so recently. You can handle the phone comfortably because it isn't overly big, and the chamfered edges don't cut your skin. When placed on a level table, the metallic chassis seems luxurious and can stand on its own. To fit the overall design, OPPO has also flattened out the back and front of the phone. The phone's weight has been reduced in such a way that it is comfortable to hold and use for long periods. For the time being, the best feeling Android phone is the Reno7 Pro. We've seen similar designs on earlier Reno smartphones, so the glass back isn't anything new. Not much to see here. The camera module's illuminated ring, though, is what sets it apart. As soon as you get an incoming notification, or if you're charging the phone, the LED lights up around the camera module. Notification LEDs used to be prevalent on the front of the smartphone a few years ago, but they were quickly phased out due to increased display sizes, leading to a shortage of room and an excess of excuses. Attractively, this ring restores the characteristic. However, because of the LEDs located on the back, it's only visible when the phone is placed face down. Since the LED is diffused by the case, you can still see a little bit of illumination on the top edge of the phone. Even though it's considered gimmicky by some, I like the inclusion of this LED. This is the only area where OPPO has made significant advancement. Display. Like the frame and the rear, the display of the Reno7 Pro has been flattened out as well. Both the left and right sides of the display of the Reno 6 Pro have curved edges, which I find appealing. Many people dislike curved displays for a variety of reasons, but I prefer the look of a display that seamlessly integrates into the phone's frame. There was a time where you could get a flat display with a hole punch cutout in the top left corner. Although it has a 1080p resolution and 90Hz refresh rate, it is still an AMOLED display. Compared to other high-end phones with OLED displays, the colors are vibrant and the viewing experience is as good as it gets. The 6.55-inch display makes the phone manageable in terms of both size and usability. The 70Hz refresh rate limit may be a problem for certain users, as some screens in this price range are capable of 120Hz. This didn't bother me because I can't detect the difference between a 90Hz and 120Hz display. If you're the type who can discern the difference between the two, or if you're just looking for a way to impress your friends with your superior refresh rate, this may be a deal breaker for you. For biometrics, the phone has an inbuilt fingerprint scanner that is both fast and accurate. With HDR10+ support, you'll have an enjoyable viewing experience when using your phone to stream video content on OTT platforms. The stereo speaker configuration that OPPO has finally provided us with elevates the media watching experience even further. Like the phone's smooth sides, I also like the flat display because of its aesthetic appeal. If you're looking at your phone from the front, you'll notice a dramatic difference in the display's bezels. The flat design of the Reno7 Pro is more appealing to me. Despite my preference for curved displays, the front of the phone has a lot going for it. Now let's look into the performance and software. In terms of specifications, the OPPO Reno7 Pro uses the same Dimensity 1200 chipset as the Reno 6 Pro according to OPPO. The MediaTek Dimensity 1200 Max SoC is used in the Reno7 Pro. CPU and GPU clock speeds are the same, and there's no difference in how the CPU performs. If OPPO is to be believed, the collaboration between MediaTek and OPPO only results in the Reno7 Pro having superior display images to its predecessor. As far as I could tell, the max version of this chipset didn't appear to have any noticeable variances or variables that made me feel like it had an impact in real life. Despite this, the MediaTek Dimensity 1200 is a well-known and tested device. It was easy to run all your favorite apps and games on the Reno 7 Pro. In case you're curious, BGMI can be played at 60 FPS for the most part without any concerns. Occasionally, particularly during hot drops, I experience some lag. When playing more demanding games like Genshin Impact, you may experience frame dips. To me, an upgrade from the Reno 6 Pro to the Reno 7 would have felt more meaningful with a more recent chipset. Despite this, the OPPO Reno 7 Pro runs smoothly and quickly. ColorOS 12 comes pre-installed on all OPPO phones, but regrettably, it's still running on Android 11. Retro chipset with retro software. It's fine, but it needs to be updated with new features, not just a new design. However, ColorOS 12 runs smoothly on the smartphone and I encountered no lags or issues during my time with it. Dual apps, gaming mode, resizable multi-window, and a slew of themes are all included, as are the usual suspects. ColorOS is a great option if you prefer a bespoke UI with a lot of options. You'll need some time to get used to the interface if you prefer a basic UI that's closer to AOSP. Cameras. Let's get to the point right away. Reno 7 Pro's 50-megapixel front-facing primary camera produces images that are attractive to the eye in most lighting situations. A wide dynamic range and vibrant colors may be seen in daylight. In addition, the bokeh created by taking close-up photographs is very appealing. Those who enjoy images with a high level of contrast and colder color temperature may appreciate this setting. In low-light conditions, the phone's built-in night mode allows it to take excellent photographs. However, the primary camera on the Reno 7 Pro does a good job, with a significant loss in detail and some minor issues with the white balance. In comparison to the primary camera, the ultra-wide lens is a disappointment. At this pricing point, an 8-megapixel sensor seems like a slash and burn. When compared to the primary camera, the details and colors are weak. A 2-megapixel macro camera on the back of the phone is a waste of space. The 32-megapixel selfie camera is a nice feature though. The colors and dynamic range in self-portraits are vibrant and clear. As a result, the skin tone is a touch off, but nothing too extreme. In portrait mode, edge recognition is also excellent. The front-facing camera on the OPPO Reno 7 Pro is great for taking selfies or creating short-form material for social media. Battery and charging. One full day of using social media applications, browsing, taking photos, a 20-minute video conversation on Google Duo, and binge-watching Shark Tank India was no problem for the Reno 7 Pro's 4500 mAh battery. In my opinion, this is a reasonable amount of screen time for most days. Despite its small size, the phone's battery life is not sacrificed. The Reno 7 Pro can be charged at 65 watts using the charger that comes with the device. The time it took me to go from 5% to 100% was roughly 35 minutes on average. This is a repeat of the outcomes we witnessed on the Reno 6 Pro. Nothing has changed. Is the OPPO Reno 7 Pro worth your money? I decided to go with this title for the specific purpose. All that's new is that it's being sold as an upgraded version of the Reno 6 Pro. Whenever the evil guy's mask was taken off towards the end of Scooby-Doo's episode, they always found someone they recognized. That is exactly what you get with the Reno 7 Pro. If you take out the flat sides and the display, you're left with the Reno 6 Pro. The OPPO Reno 7 Pro doesn't offer the finest value for $530 unless you're searching for a phone that looks good. In addition to its attractive appearance and small bezels, the Reno 7 Pro has a fantastic display, decent performance, dependable cameras, a long battery life, and quick charging. You see, it's a wonderful phone. I'm confident OPPO could have matched or perhaps battered the $458 price of the OPPO Reno 5 Pro with the Reno 7 Pro. Therefore, my verdict would have changed. Do you find the reviews exciting? Share with us in the comment section below if you will be getting one for yourself. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Till next time!